the winds around just a little bit, and it's always right on the leading edge of that line of a squall line of thunderstorms where you can get that brief spin up. But the signature is much, much weaker than what you're typically going to see on a supercell thunderstorm. But you can get in on a quick tornado, and that's the area we're focusing on to the northeast of the Flemingsburg area. Lexington, storms are rolling on in right now. We got severe thunderstorm warnings that are out for the entire metro, and eventually this will get down into Madison County. It's going to get down into Garrett County, and just about every county to our south and southeast at one point or another will likely be placed under a tornado or a severe thunderstorm warning at some point. So this is our WKYT tower cam, and I would bet you it's not going to take us too long to all of a sudden see some lightning shots that are showing up with this. Now, our best lightning shots are going to be just to the north of where we are, and you can see that in the distance. But the problem is with where we are, let me focus this, just to our north, we run into our tower. So that's what we're seeing with the emergency the beacon on the tower. But you can see how in the distance there, I guess the flashing red light kind of ominous, right? But you can see in the distance occasionally the light show that is ongoing. So Fayette County, winds are going to be cranking up right now. There we go with the lightning. Winds are going to be cranking up right now, and then all of a sudden you're going to see that line of thunderstorms right on top of us. So if you didn't get a chance to go outside and maybe put the deck furniture away or the garbage cans, don't do it now because the winds are cranking. I can actually hear the winds howling through our tower that has our cam on it. And we're going to do continuous coverage until there is no severe or no tornado warning, and that goes by the wayside coming up here in just a matter of a couple of minutes. No reports of a tornado, but it is our job at any hour of the day to keep you up to date on the possibility of a tornado. And if there's a warning, we're going to be on the air. That's what we do. And you can see that warning is out now for just a very small area southeast of Flemingsburg. Flemingsburg proper, we are okay now. I know I say we're okay because you're still getting pounded by wind and rain and likely some hail, and that's noisy. But the circulation or the potential for that tornado is off to the southeast, and that is heading into the northern tip now of Rowan County. Lightning video out of Cynthiana. And we mentioned how these storms are putting on a light show. Take a look at that. That was just from a little bit ago from our Kentucky Weather Twitter feed where we are getting. That's right as those storms were getting into Harrison County, and that was producing the light show. And everybody is going to continue to see quite the light show like the rest of the central Kentucky is seeing. So southeastern Kentucky, you are going to be getting in on the light show coming up here very, very shortly. But keep in mind, lightning, thunder, just because the storm is loud does not make it severe. It's got to have 1-inch size hail, winds of right at 60 miles an hour or greater, or obviously a tornado. So to get everybody up to date on where we stand now with the latest warnings, and as soon as we get that tornado warning to expire in just a couple minutes, we'll get you back to programming. I'm not even sure if programming is even live right now. Live? Tape? I don't know. We'll see. Not that it really matters, because it doesn't matter if it's live or it's taped. We're going to be here for you, and we'll be cutting in as needed through the remainder of the overnight. But all the warnings that are in yellow, severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings into northeastern Kentucky. Thankfully, over the next little bit, that tornado threat is likely to come down. So this is more of a straight line damaging wind event, and I see new warnings that are popping in that goes into Ashland. See Carter County, Greenup County, Boyd County with brand new severe thunderstorm warnings for those areas too, and those are the areas where you've got that bow that is coming on through, and the apex of that bow, folks, you can get in on winds of 70 plus miles per hour. So that tornado warning again, Fleming and Rowan, going until midnight. Let's concentrate on the Lexington Metro because things are getting noisy now. Noisy around Georgetown, noisy into Cynthiana and Paris. Worst of the weather, Cynthiana, Stamping Ground, Frankfort, it is over. And now, Versailles, you're getting in on the brunt of it. Northern parts of Fayette County, we're getting in on the brunt into up around the Kentucky Horse Park. You get into Masterson Station. Winds are cranking, thunder is rolling, severe thunderstorm warning is out. That is not a tornado warning anywhere in the Bluegrass area. Even this part of the storm has calmed down just a smidge as it makes its way into Mercer County. And that line extends a little farther to the south. But that tornado warning that was out near Willisburg, hey, that is over. So if you're watching us and you were maybe in your shelter into those areas, that storm is now going by the wayside. Storms are calming down around the E-Town area. Big line of thunderstorms going across parts of Nashville, Tennessee. And that line, eastern Kentucky, it is heading right at us. And as it blows in, the winds are going to continue to really crank with that. And you may have some gusts of 60 to 70 miles an hour. Remember, we've got that tornado watch that is also out for all of eastern Kentucky. So the western part of this is now being canceled because storms are out of western Kentucky. Storms are out of the Louisville area and up toward Covington. So good news as this line moves through, you're done. Severe weather threat is gone for the next couple of days. Then we talk about the potential for some frost coming up tomorrow night. But to get from mid-80s to frosty conditions, something has to give, and it is giving right now in the form of those severe thunderstorms. So there you go with the warnings. I want to make sure we do not miss any of those warnings for the folks who are watching. And I also want to get us back to our tower cam, because as the winds hit the station here, and I see the first drops that are showing up on top of the station, we are likely to see that camera all of a sudden start to do one heck of a dance, because that camera is 300 feet up our tower, which it's a 1,000-foot tower, so it's not even halfway up, but it's high enough. And it is going to do a little dance on us because it will be bouncing around pretty good with winds that are 300 feet up, are going to be stronger than what we're seeing here at the base or at the ground level. I'm looking, got a picture coming out of Harrison County of a tree down, and there you can see a tree knocked down. And again, we appreciate everybody who likes to send us pictures of storms, of hail, of winds, God forbid a tornado. But you know what, folks, listen, do me a favor, make sure you put your safety above getting a picture to us. Nothing is worth getting injured over. So we love the pictures, but we want to make sure you guys are safe above everything else. Back to our WKYT tower cam, and I'm just looking to see if we get any kind of update on that tornado warning out of northeastern Kentucky. And you see our tower cam that is lighting up right now. And we can give you a little bit of a look more toward downtown. So that is, you're looking right down Winchester Road toward downtown Lexington. The storm is actually coming in from the northwest. So that's in the distance there, you're talking about the southern split. Southern split is about right in here. I'm trying to put a little marker on it for you. That would be the southern split, just for some orientation. So we're looking at that shelf cloud that is coming on in as of right now, and that is bringing the heavy rain, the lightning with it, and as soon as that gets right on top of us, you talk about the winds cranking and the heavy rain hitting and those bolts of lightning that are coming on down. So yes, that is cool to see. Obviously, nothing is cool about getting it on severe weather, especially if it's going to do some damage. And we're going to continue to watch those severe thunderstorm warnings come out fast and furious. I will keep this live for a couple more minutes until we get that warning to expire or perhaps be extended, but I've had no indication that tornado warning into Fleming and Rowan would be extended at this hour. I think that would expire coming up at the top of the hour of midnight. So give it 2 more minutes, and hopefully folks into Rowan, northern Rowan, and Fleming County can come out of our storm shelters. Rowan, what is really crazy is this is our second tornado warning of the day for Rowan County. We popped a tornado warning on the eastern side of Rowan County into Elliott County earlier this afternoon. Had a little damage and had a couple of reports of funnel clouds. So Rowan County, a rare double dip for a tornado warning today. A picture out of Danville, is that what I'm being told? Oh, lightning picture coming out of Danville. So yeah, we appreciate, again, those pictures. But if you're going to get one of those for us, do stay safe. And especially lightning. Do not go around the windows, certainly metal objects, or go outside to be exposed for the possibility of a lightning strike, because these storms are absolutely loaded with lightning. So there you go with all the warnings that are out in the yellow. We'll get back to our tower cam as I check our chat room just to see what we've got coming up from the National Weather Service in Jackson, to see if they're going to let that tornado warning expire, which is 1 minute. Normally by now we've received something to say, hey, we're going to keep it going, or we're going to go ahead and call it off. But, you know, we're not the only ones dealing with this. We've got areas into Ohio, and you can see that camera, boy, is lighting up. But as I say that, I see new severe thunderstorm warnings that are coming out. So Madison County included in a new severe thunderstorm warning. So Madison County down into Garrett County. I see Lincoln County, Casey County, and up into Boyle, Mercer. We were already in that. So new severe thunderstorm warnings have been posted farther to the south. So that tornado warning that was out into Rowan County and Fleming County has been allowed to expire. So that is certainly good news. All right, so the storms are rolling through. We know that is what is happening right now. Plan on gusty winds that can cause some wind damage. And we'll break in periodically over the next couple of hours to keep you guys up to date on what this line is doing. And obviously, if we get a tornado warning issued anywhere within our coverage area, we're going to break in and we'll keep it wall to wall. Right now, we'll send it back to programming, but you guys keep it right here. We'll have the very latest for you as the overnight hours wear on. We are now into Thursday.
So many of our people